We're just continuing with the fun at Gen Con at 2025, Day 3. And once again, I've got the pleasure of talking with Tomas from Free League Publishing, a publisher that I work very closely with. Always good to see you.
You too.
Got a lot cooking, lots going on. Let's talk about what came out, at least some copies of it came out here at Gen Con, and that is the One Ring as well as the Lord of the Rings Roleplaying Starter Sets.
Yeah, those are, that was the big release for us here. The One Ring Starter Sets had a bit of a hiccup, so we got them on day 2, but now on day 3, they're actually all gone. So they went quickly. And the Lord of the Rings, this is the 5e version of the same starter set, they're also doing really well. And those are like a new way to enter the, whether you want to play the original, the One Ring system, or the 5e conversion. They have the same, it's a great little adventure, standees, combat diagram, pre-generated characters, custom dice, and it's a great way just to get into the One Ring or the Lord of the Rings role-playing.
And everything you need to just start your journeys is right there for you.
Yeah.
And thankfully, there's other Lord of the Rings role-playing and the One Ring content out there once you're done with that starter set.
That is entirely true.
That's not all that's available, so you can move right along after that. Something that I have showed a first look video with our audience is Coriolis, the Great Dark.
Yeah.
For some weird reason, I always want to say the Deep Dark.
Okay.
But thankfully, I have said it's the Great Dark.
Yeah.
And it is the newest edition of Coriolis. It is a science fiction role-playing game, and I think some folks are maybe a little confused about what Coriolis is.
Yeah, Coriolis is actually our own original fantasy RPG. The first edition by Free League, the first edition that was in English, came out in 2017, so it's got some years on it. And that actually was a new edition of an even earlier game that only came out in Swedish in 07 or 08 by another publisher that we've since joined forces with. So it has a long history. Actually, Free League was originally a faction in the game of Coriolis, so it's really sort of part of our DNA. And this new version sort of reimagines it a little bit, the same universe, but a different part of space. It has more focus on exploration, but it's science fiction, but the sort of mysticism involved, and it's so it has that. It's a pretty cool game. It's sort of a mashup.
I made that man upset.
You did. I think maybe you did. Yeah. So it's science fiction mixed with like old polar expedition. Sort of. If you've seen the TV series The Terror, it has a lot of that. Yeah. So it's like the Terror in space. Yeah. So that's what you get. And the new edition is coming out August 12th officially, but we have it here already at Gen Con as a little pre-release.
I will probably have my review of it out before it hits stores. How about that?
How about that?
Now, something that had a nice, successful Kickstarter run is Alien, the new edition of Alien.
Yeah.
And that is on the horizon.
It is, yeah. It's being, we're done with it on our side, and so now it's all being produced, soon shipping out, and it should be arriving for backers around October, and then we have a general release around like late November, the way it looks now. And that's a big one. It's a new starter set, new core rule book.
That's what I was going to say. There's quite a lot.
Adventure and a miniature set. So it's a whole range of it's like a big wave of releases for Alien and a new evolved edition of the game.
So I do have to ask a question because it is something that's been asked of me, and I know a lot of fans of the first Alien role-playing game were curious. Why a second edition so soon after?
That's a question we got quite a bit after announcing this new edition. So, I mean, it's actually been, first edition was released in 2019, so it's actually going to be 6 years when the new edition hits. So it's 6 years.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Time flies, so it's 6 years. It's not that short a time, but but really, it's we wanted, when we worked on Rapture Protocol, which is a new adventure, we realized we wanted to tweak some things, add some things, and that kind of evolved into, well, maybe it's time to actually take a new take on the core rulebook as well. We had some ideas for also changing the graphic design of the book a little bit, and that all evolved into a new evolved edition. But it's not, I mean, the old, it's still compatible with the old material with minor tweaks.
Sure.
So if you have the old core rulebook and want to continue using it with a new adventure, you can do that. If you want to buy the new core rulebook and play the old adventures that are still in print, you can do that too. So it's not like the old stuff is gone and no longer useful. It's still very usable with the new edition as well. So it's sort of a soft new edition. That's what we call it, evolved edition, and not
Right.
like second edition.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's one last item I want to mention. I am so excited of the partnership you now have with Two Little Mice.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you, so I had an opportunity to review Outgunned. I don't have a copy of Adventure, but their books are gorgeous.
Yeah.
Their games are so much fun.
Yeah.
And isn't there another property that you're going to be working with them on, or is it something that hasn't been announced yet?
Well, we did. They did. We actually announced together with them their new game called Twilight Sword, which is.
That's it. It's
yeah.
an anime fantasy game.
It is, and we announced it just 2 days ago, together with them here at Gen Con. So that's cool. It's sort of an anime manga style fantasy RPG that they are doing. It's their design completely, but we're doing distribution, printing, publishing it. So for that's the latest game in our line of externally designed games, like Morkborg and a bunch of others. Yeah. So yeah, really looking forward to that one. It's going to be pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. You always have something cooking.
Yep.
Always got something cooking. So I know when I come to talk with you at Gen Con, it's not, this came out last year and this is a couple of years old.
Yeah.
No, it's always, this is brand new stuff and this is what's on the horizon.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I can't believe, because I was originally introduced to Free League when you had a tiny little exhibit area.
Right. Yeah.
It was about 10 by 10, if most.
Yeah.
And now it's
it's grown a bit since then.
a bit,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Congrats, thank you.
Thank
Always
you so
great
much.
to talk to you.
You too. All right.